center, 7'6" from China, number 11, Yao Ming. And one guard, 6'5" from Florida State.
This the scene moments ago. Tracy McGrady of the Houston Rockets, not well received back here in Orlando. McGrady had demanded to be traded following last year's disastrous 21-win season, and recently was quoted as saying he didn't always play hard last season, so he was dealt to the Rockets in the trade involving fellow All-Star Steve Francis. And Francis has been instrumental in the resurgence of this revamped Magic franchise. That's the storyline for tonight's first meeting of the season between the Houston Rockets and the Orlando Magic. That's the Magic averaging just under 101 points per game. Turkoglu coming up short. For Orlando, that is the 6th ranking in the NBA. Tracy hearing it from the crowd right at the start as he puts a move on Hill, spins his way, and then able to convert on the follow.
And gets away with it because nobody touched that layup. It didn't hit the rim. He should have been called for a travel. Grant Hill has become a jump shooter. He has improved that shot dramatically, and I think it's a testament to his basketball background, the coaching he's had, the fundamental framework that he had to his game to start with. Now with the injuries, he's done this that much better, and he's had to. And I like what John Wiesbrod did. He said, look, we had a losing culture. Guys would leave the arena last year and say, look, it wasn't my fault. And McGrady said it wasn't mine either.
For Tracy, his second field goal, he has 4 points. Rockets off to a fast start. Orlando looks a little rattled here in the early going.
I think you're right. Turkoglu will be in this lineup until they lose. Coaches generally like to keep their lineup the same until they start to go south, and McGrady with another putback.
Short sets it up for Mutombo. Mutombo on the tip. He expected some resistance from Cato, who stepped away.
Cato was going to let him go, but Mutombo just missed 2 flat-out point-blank range shots. Francis with the jumper.
McGrady being played by Hill. Gets the pick from Howard. Here's an open shot for Juwan Howard. And a whistle. And a foul away from the ball. The basket will count. For more on Rod Strickland, let's check in with Craig Sager.
Well, Marv C said he had not been playing in any leagues. He actually was playing in a recreational league at the Bowie, Maryland Sports Center with a bunch of guys at noon who were coming from their jobs. Then they put him, when he got to Houston, on a treadmill yesterday for a half hour, and then on a bicycle today for a half hour. The report was that he was in awful condition for the NBA, but he says that he knows how to play the game and that playing time, he'll be back in shape.
All right, Craig, how about Tracy McGrady able to hit that 3 with the shot clock running down? So McGrady now 4 of 6, 9 points, 4 rebounds. Garrity from downtown comes right back.
That's a big shot for Garrity.
Hill lost it. The steal by McGrady. But T is back. Here's McGrady. Foul, a hard foul, and a good foul by Battie.
Well, how about the steal at the other end on Grant Hill from McGrady? These two obviously faced each other the last few years in practice. When Grant Hill was healthy, this is a signature move. Not many guys can make that steal, but McGrady with those long arms was able to get his hand on it, and then, as you said, Marv, very good foul. Hard, but not flagrant. Make McGrady knock down the free throws.
Tracy McGrady, who demanded to be traded following last year's 21-win season, and then was quoted in Sports Illustrated saying, some nights I did slack off. I knew that was a terrible thing to do, and I still was slacking off, which did not receive favorable attention around the country, in particular here in Orlando.
That year was pretty tough for me. So just to clear everything up, I wasn't slacking off or throwing away games by any means. It's just I was mentally, I was drained and frustrated because a lot was on my shoulders, and you know, everybody pointing fingers at T-Mac, not the team, T-Mac. And it was just a frustrating season for me.
Now, to me, Marv, it just points out the difference between a superstar and an all-star as Yao knocks in the jumper. A superstar player in the NBA, it hurts to lose so badly that they would never even think about letting the frustration affect their effort. An all-star, you know, a guy like McGrady, maybe Vince Carter, foul is called on John Barry, or actually on Garrity, but superstars, the guys who truly fight night in and night out. like Kobe Bryant, like Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. There's a fire in their belly that, frankly, I don't know if T-Mac has, and I don't know if Vince Carter has, and it's nothing personal. They're by all accounts, it's a great guy. His teammates love him, but does he have the fire? And I think that's questionable.
And there's the alley-oop for Kelvin Cato. You heard the greeting for Tracy McGrady as he checked back in. And here's Sura for 3. Yes. The Rockets 50, the Magic 33. Francis with the pullback. Francis. Oh, what a move. He had Yao Ming in front of him, although Yao did not want to pick up a third foul. But Steve Francis with a gorgeous drive to the basket. He has 10, and it leads to a Rocket timeout. Backdoor pass to Francis, gives it back. Tony McKee able to finish. Beautiful play by the Magic. Houston with just 1 field goal, 6 points the last 5 minutes of the second quarter. Steve Francis now has 14 points. Turkoglu, question mark because of flu-like symptoms, but said he's all right and in the starting lineup. So Doug Christie comes off the bench. Once again, the lob works. Francis and Cato able to combine. Hill. And back comes Sura.
Hill wanted the foul. Wesley undercut him maybe a little bit, but he's so strong down there. He's much tougher to score upon than you'd think, given his size.
And Tracy McGrady able to hit over Hedo Turkoglu, so the Rockets now lead 63-54. Doug Christie has checked in for Orlando. Dikembe Mutombo is back. Steve Francis with 16 points. And the Rockets now lead by 6. Mutombo set up by McGrady. Dikembe last Saturday night in a win over San Antonio had a sensational game. 15 rebounds in 20 minutes of play. Turkoglu from way downtown. 16 for Hedo Turkoglu, comes off a season high of 29 against the Pistons in the Magic win here the other night. Foul on Mutombo. Garrity had nowhere to go. Here's Turkoglu for 3. Hedo Turkoglu on fire. He has 19 points. That's his third three-pointer.
Boy, that one's got to kill Jeff Van Gundy. Ball just happens to bounce right to the corner where Turkoglu awaited. Wow, what a move by T-Mac.
It counts and the foul, so McGrady to the line.
McGrady gets it to go and knocks down the free throw to complete the three-point play.
19 points for McGrady. 82-70 Rockets. Francis. Steve Francis allowed to wheel down low, and Francis has 20. Houston ending the third on a 14-7 run. The Magic had cut the lead down to 5. And Steve Francis right back. So he has 22 points. Francis and Christie in the backcourt. Christie for 3. Handled by Mutombo. Has done a nice job.
Done a terrific job, as have the rest of this Houston Rockets team here tonight, Barb, in the paint, just dominating. They have a 38-26 points in the paint advantage, second chance, 20-7. So it's been their interior play that has helped them get this lead. And McGrady, another 2 points in the paint. Remember a year ago, this Orlando team was the worst defensive club in the league, had no interior presence. Now all of a sudden they've got Cato, Petit, and Dwight Howard. No wonder they're so much better with the addition of Francis as well.
Doug Christie. That's his second field goal. Here is Hill. And a foul. The basket counts, and a foul away from the ball as Cato was taken down. Brady got up to the fast start, but he's hit only 3 of his last 13. He fires from downtown, and he's fouled by Hill. 3 shots coming up for Tracy McGrady. Under 2.5 to play in this fourth quarter. Nice inbound. Sura able to find McGrady. Somehow Tracy McGrady was able to get inside. Coutinho, Chris Webber, Sacramento Kings going up against LeBron and the Cavs. Kevin and Doug will have it for you. Second of our TNT doubleheader. Steve Francis with 16 seconds remaining. So the Rockets now lead 106 to 99. Houston goes to 21.